Fresh off its success with the Chelsea-Milan World Soccer match, Baltimore City once again trying to get into the world sports spotlight with auto racing this time. Things go as hoped. The city could host an Indy-style racing event through the streets of Baltimore in 2011. In a moment, we'll talk to two people who know a lot about those plans. But first, here's 11 News reporter Lowell Melzer with some background.
Once I got here and I looked at the harbor and all that kind of stuff and where the track's going to be going, it's a win-win situation.
That's two-time Indy 500 champion Al Unser Jr. putting his full support behind holding an Indy-style car race in downtown Baltimore. And let's face it, if anybody knows Indy car racing, it's him. Well, the announcement comes a week after the Baltimore City Council approved a resolution giving the Baltimore Racing Development Team 2 years to pursue the race, which is expected to bring in $60 to $100 million of economic impact. Terry Hasseltine with the State Office of Sports Marketing and who helped make the Chelsea-Milan soccer match a reality says it would be a stellar event.
An estimated, $20 to $30 million economic impact on a region. That's like hosting that event 3 days straight in our city of Baltimore.
Now, as far as the course, right now the plan is to run by both Camden Yards and the Inner Harbor with major straightaways on Pratt, Russell, Light, and Conway streets.
It's a huge boon for downtown Baltimore, and I think for Baltimore generally.
The Downtown Partnership of Baltimore loves the idea, saying the city is finally getting the international recognition it deserves.
Imagine having these cars speeding along the waterfront like they do in Long Beach, California. People are finally recognizing that we can have these great international events.
And as far as the State Department of Business and Economic Development, well, they're still reeling from the Chelsea-Milan soccer match.
I've never seen the city so packed, the number of restaurants and hotels that were full, but folks that wanted to come here, obviously to see the game, but also to see the backdrop.
I'm Lowell Melzer, WBAL, TV 11 News.
And joining us to talk more about this idea is IndyCar Racing Hall of Famer Al Unser Jr. Thanks for coming in. And Jay Davidson, CEO of Baltimore Racing Development. Al, let me start with you. Why is Baltimore a good venue for this type of race? We've never seen anything like this here before.
Well, it's a really good fit with the Indy Racing League because of where it's located. You're a few miles south of New York, Washington, D.C., Virginia is south from us. It's the eastern seaboard, and that's the way the IRL looks at it, and it's well populated. It's a market. They haven't been here.
Location.
That's right. It's all about that.
What is your vision for the race, Jay? Where would it take us? Where would the course take us?
The course is set out to really show off and showcase the downtown harbor area. It's basically down Pratt Street with a right on to Light, and then back over across Conway Street in front of the stadiums. Okay,
so this is the prime location in Baltimore where you could get a lot of tourists, a lot of people familiar with that area.
That's our plan.
So I can't imagine this. I'm envisioning. This is very cool. What would Baltimore have to do to prepare for something like this?
Well, we've been working with the city, and frankly, we're getting sort of very good support from Mayor Dixon and her staff and the city council leadership. Basically, we need to complete some of the studies that we have underway, noise mitigation, traffic management, and basically propose to the city sort of what road improvements need to be made.
From a driver's perspective, what do you think about Baltimore City? What about the streets? People wonder about that. Well, do we need to fix our streets? There's some there.
A little bit, yeah. There needs to be some re-asphalting going on, but the track laid out is very driver challenging. There's some high-speed areas that go into low-speed areas, which create passing areas, and so it's going to be a great event.
So the race is in 2011. Where are we in the selection process, and who is our competition?
It's a great question. I should say that the city has not signed on to this yet, but we are working very cooperatively with them. The cities that are competing with us are Cleveland, Houston, Boston, and some others that we're not sort of aware of it.
Okay. And what kind of economic impact would this have for our region?
Our expectation, looking at other races, would be between $60 to $100 million in economic and impact to the city of Baltimore.
And then future events, too. We could look at that. If we could pull this off, then who knows what we could have here in Baltimore,
It's a beautiful way to showcase the harbor and the city of Baltimore, what it has to offer. It's wonderful.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in, both of you. If you would like to know more about the course and read more about the plans, you can log on to our website, WBALTV.com.